Got him. Let's get it.
Big homie, big homie, big homie. The big homie
in the bed,
big homie show. Swoo. Hey, welcome to the big homie show. The big homie, the big homie, the big homie. The big homie. Hey, welcome to the big homie show. Hey, the big homie, the big homie, the big homie. The big homie. With no further ado, I welcome Debo, your host. Like, comment, share, and subscribe before you go and tell a friend about the big homie show. Ay, the big homie, the big homie, the big homie, the big homie. Hey, welcome to the big homie show.
Drop that zaddy in the bed, boy.
Ay, the big homie, the big homie, the big homie, the big homie. Hey, welcome to the big homie show.
Yeah. Got him. Listen. By this time, it's not breaking news. Everybody know throughout the whole internet universe that this young lady, Daejhanae Jackson, has been apprehended, has been arrested by Interpol to be expedited to Mexico for the alleged crime of the murder of Daejhanae Jackson. Robinson. Let's be correct here. That's okay. Respect. Yeah, man. This is real. It's going down. I gave a round of applause, as you can see in the very beginning of the show, to the proper authorities who've, been swift, has been right to it to get justice for Daejhanae Jackson. Yeah, man, it's crazy because I just got off doing my program. You know who I am, DeVell McAfee, a.k.a. Debo, AllHipHop.com, you know what it is. And as soon as I got off doing my program, they got her. I couldn't come back to the mic and give the news and stuff like that. So I did a little short in the AllHipHop.com YouTube channel. Just to let y'all know it's the breaking news, and it's real. And it's real. They say, why are you going so hard, Debo? Like, wow, what's your interest in this? Well, an innocent person, unfortunately, got her life taken. Unfortunately. And this is for the very most minute situation. I heard allegedly, it was over a card game. Like a spades game or something. That's crazy if it was. I'm not here to spread no rumors or tea. That's not what I do. But this case, this situation is getting bigger by the day. I was supposed to say pause there because I'm from New York, but I'm a grown ass man. It's getting crazier. This is gonna be, dare I say it, just as close to the OJ trial in interest. You know why? Because everybody's trying to know the why, trying to uncover the facts of who did what at what point in time. You understand? So, what are we doing? She's going to get expedited. And then everybody else is just scrambling, trying to get to Russia, trying to get to Cuba, trying to get to wherever the U.S. cannot pull them from where they at to expedite them to Mexico. There's 5 more people, by the way. Just because they didn't put their hands on Daejhanae doesn't mean there aren't an accessory or a witness to that crime. Got to get statements, right? I haven't even heard or by any chance been given an inkling of any proper statements being given by those people who were so-called friends, who should be given all and any information. At this point in time, they look like they running for the hills. Is this what friends do? At your time of need, run for the hills? Nah. Friends what? We already got over that. We established that. Obviously, they're not friends. They're associates. They're not even that. They're evil people. Let's call it. I don't give a damn if they black. Let's call it what we call it down the line. You understand? Black, white, Hindu, Indian, Puerto Rican, Native American, Chinese, Japanese, whatever you want to call it. This is not the move right here. So, they caught Daejhanae Jackson. This case is going to last for like a good 3 to 6 months, probably even. Like, it's going to last a long time. And she's going to sit in that cell, a Mexican cell for that matter. From what I'm hearing, the jail cells in Mexico are crazy. All this, you couldn't use this right here to say, yo, you know what? I'm not even getting myself in no situation. I'm good. Remove yourself from the situation, from the situation to de-escalate. Now you're in a cell, get ready to be shipped off to a foreign country. Don't know no Spanish. Don't know nothing about nothing. They're going to give it a Brittany Griner treatment, man. Yeah. They probably hate Americans in Mexico, man. Or, you know, when she goes through those cells, they're going to be like, yo, that's the one that's such and such, whatever, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, she's going to have a hard time. Hard time. It's crazy. Now, this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. You know how it goes down, right? Y'all know how it goes down. One gets caught. We all know how it plays out from here. They gonna give Daejhanae some Taco Bell, not a Happy Meal, not the McDonald's meal. They're gonna give it in Mexico. They're gonna give it a Taco Bell. The views or opinions of Debo is you know. I don't want nobody, yo, he's saying some crazy shit. Shout out to all my Spanish people, my Latino people, Latinx people. They're going to give her that, and she going to start singing. Daejhanae Jackson's going to start singing like Mariah Carey at a fucking Christmas holiday special. Yes, she is going to be singing. You understand what I'm saying? She is going to be performing for the authorities. You might as well give her a stage with some backup singers, and them backup singers are going to be the 5 motherfuckers that they catch later on. Because if you think she's going down by herself, you got another thing coming. Oh, no. They're not from the streets. They're college kids, right? I mean, you know, you can't. But they supposed to have a good head on their shoulders, right? College associates, right? You think she gonna ride this wave by herself? You think that when this situation happened, rest in peace to that young lady, that when they got on that plane to go back home, you don't think they was in the corner or in the seats next to each other saying, yo, what we gonna say? We gotta make sure this alibi is correct so nobody get in trouble. You don't think they did that? They was doing that? You don't think so? To phrase the great battle rapper T-Rex, they got away with it, but they didn't get away with it. You understand? Oh, no. She is singing. You understand? She is, listen, she gonna sing so crazy, she need producers. She needs the top producers for how great she's gonna sing. She ain't holding it down. No, this ain't the street code. This is the era of the snitches. This is that era. Save yourself. This is that era. Now, this is the thing. When they all get caught, they all going to be telling on each other. We know that. Now we just got to weed out who's telling the truth. The real from the fake. That's what we got to be doing. That's why it's going to take so long to figure out what's happening. The time, the dates, and all that. Yo, don't get it crazy. Yo, don't get it fucked up. What's crazy is it goes higher up from there. The nurse lied too. Doctor, nurse, whoever was involved, yes. They fucked up too. They're going to be on that stand. If there's a trial at all. I don't know how the Mexican government, I don't know how they rock and how they do their thing. I guess we'll get that for a later time. But yes, it goes higher up. I would say this is bigger than Nino Brown, but this is not really a funny situation at all, to be honest with you. Let's keep it 100. This is historic. This is a footnote in our culture. Footnote in American culture. Daejhanae Jackson, you will be considered the catalyst, the person, in whatever down the road movie they want to make this into, because you know how they do with this type of thing. You know how it goes. This is popular enough. This is obscure enough. This is crazy to the point where they might want to see this down the line. I'm just calling it how I'm calling it. But yes, you'll be the catalyst. You'll be the antagonist of that film. Your name will pop up first before the other 5. Correct me if I'm wrong, because this young lady was the one who allegedly had the fight in the video. This is the one, right? Now they got to get the other one who said, quote unquote, who they said allegedly slammed her, Shanquella, and that was the final blow, if you will. This is crazy. Crazy. All for what? I ask you, all for what? Yet again, for no reason. Let this be a learning tool on how we conduct ourselves, how we treat each other. The jealousies, the envy, the just plain demons that, you know what I'm saying, we have for one another. Or the rage, the temperament that comes out of our soul, our body, just to lead to this. Do I think these 6 people, or one or 2 out of the 6 was malicious? This was a malicious intent, like meant to happen. Like, yo, yeah, I want to kill her. I don't think so. But once again, you never know what's on one's mind. But I think this was a horrible situation going left. And before it could be or should have been fixed or intervened into, as far as the guys that were there or even the ladies that were there, it went too far. Too far is even just putting their hands on this young lady. That's too far. Too far. Like Shanquella's father said, she wasn't of a violent type of person. She didn't have a violent spirit in her. She wasn't gonna go toe to toe in the streets with the ops and stuff. That wasn't the type of person she was. So what now? What now? Where's the best friend at? Now, I would like to know, where the fuck is the best friend at? Hiding? Running? What a good friend. Because I don't care about the college associates, but the guy, I forgot his name. I think it's Wiggins, something like that. Allegedly, he's supposed to be quote unquote the bestie, the friend that came to the house. Where the fuck is he at? Why is he not holding it down? What you're gonna see is 6 cowards. I said that shit, cowards that need to be accountable for their actions. I am not, friend or not, if I'm in a situation where I'm in a place and I'm presently there and I see someone getting attacked that don't want to fight back or just like, I'm gonna intervene. Rest in peace to my guy, another battle rapper, famous one, Pat Stay. He was all about humanity at the point in time before his untimely death. Guess what he did? Guess how he passed away? Breaking up a fight. Doing the right thing. Because some people don't have courage to do the right thing. And what's so unfortunate that happened to, Pat, it was between 2 guys and stuff. So, it's like a manly thing, a lot of testosterone, right? So this right here was with 2 ladies that 2 men were present, could have easily stopped this fight. Easy. So now they have Daejhanae Jackson in custody. Now we got to see, now the U.S. is going to see how Mexico handles this situation. Because I don't know if we're going to be sad. Because, like, respectfully speaking, Mexico is a corrupt or is known for being corrupt when it comes to the politics and the policia. It is what it is. Let's see how they handle this. If I was any parent, I'd prefer Daejhanae Jackson, found guilty to serve her time in Mexico as opposed to the U.S. You get it too good in the U.S. Mexico, you don't know what's coming. You better learn some Espanol over there, because you're going to be dogged in them in those, if there are cells in there, jail cells. I don't know what's in Mexico and stuff. I heard, but I don't know, to be honest with you. This is why I go so hard. Had I not seen that video, I would have probably fell back, just like, a lot of people should, because we don't know the facts. We don't know what's going on. We don't see what's going on. That video of that fight led to believe that something was afoot, because they lied and said she had alcohol poisoning. They didn't find no alcohol poisoning. She came back in a box with fucking bruises on her face. Somebody lied. I'd rather all y'all get arrested until somebody starts telling the fucking truth. Somebody starts telling the fucking truth. Well, nah, that ain't happening. She you know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna go out like that, and y'all just go about your lives and shit like, oh, we so sorry, and just go about your lives and shit and party next week. Nah, that's not happening. So this is the thing. I don't know if Daejhanae was on the run. She probably was, but they got her. Get the other 5, because getting the other 5 should be a little bit more easier. If they all on the run, like literally, like if you knocking on the door, nobody's there, you can't find them at the job. Nobody's there. Something is up. Something is up. Of course, something is up. Why you running? You ain't got nothing to hide, right? Something is you good. Just answer these couple of questions. We gonna keep it moving. Who's next? At this point, y'all might as well just turn yourselves in and just avoid the inevitable. Just avoid it. Because they're coming for you. Oh, them FBI boys. Don't, man, listen, they will find you. Don't use a credit card. Don't be seen in public. They'll find you. And anybody aiding and abetting these 5 people trying to escape any type of justice, hey, listen, I feel for you. Hope you know what you're doing. Hope you know what you're doing. But it's going to be very interesting to see the multiple statements, stories, whatever, what you want to call it. Everybody telling on everybody. It's going to be so crazy to see this shit, man. If we see it. What if they do take him to trial, or if there is a trial and it's in Mexico, we don't get to see nothing. We just hear about it. There's going to be a lot of news reporters flying to Mexico just to be in a courtroom. If there is a trial in a courtroom, like I said, I don't know how the Mexican government does they court hearings or trials or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't know. This will probably be a first for a lot of us, you know, to or at least our community to be in tune as to what happens if something happens over there in Mexico and, you know, you get arrested and shit like that. We like to know. Femicide. That's what they call it, femicide. Over there in Mexico. Pretty sure equivalent to a homicide, but we got to really, you know what? Hold on. Let's get the definition. What is considered femicide? Femicide is a hate crime which is broadly defined as international killing of women or girls because they are female, But definition of it varies depending on the cultural context. That's interesting, the cultural context. So it says femicide occurs because the continuum of violence against women continues to be accepted, tolerated, or justified. Like all violence against women, the many causes of femicide are rooted: gender inequality, gender expectations, and systematic gender-based discrimination. Let me see something. Which country has the highest femicide rate? Okay. Honduras, Dominican Republic, El Salvador. What Mexican cities are associated? Mexican cities is most associated with femicide. Mexico became an international reference point for gender-based violence in the 1990s following the murder of more than 370 women and girls. And Carlu, yeah, we're going to pass that. In the state of Chichuchai in 2007, the Alert Mechanism for Gender Violence Against Women, AVGM, was first adopted. Okay, we got a little bit of information, and we know that Debo needs to brush up on his Spanish. Yeah, so it's femicide, the new word. It's always been out there, but now it's going to be a word that you're going to see multiple times, femicide. And that's what I'm assuming. I'm guessing we got to know the real term as to what they're going to be calling, what they're going to be charged for this case. as far as those. Well, this one person right now. We waiting for the other 5. But that's it. A little bit of justice. Rest in peace, Shanquella Robinson. And I hope her mother and father have just a little bit more relief when it comes to handling this situation, man, and seeing what's going on, because this right here could have been tucked under the rug. It could have been no justice. It could have been long going on an investigation, even if it was an investigation, or, it seems like if they would have, when these 5 or 6, reached, got away from international, from Mexico City and shit and reached the States, they thought it was over. Like, okay, yo, we good. We should be good because we in the States and shit. They ain't coming for us. Well, you were wrong. And this is the result of it. We're going to be following this. Like I said, I'm going to update you. I'm not a newscaster or journalist or whatever. I'm just a cat with a mic. But we got to do better, people. We got to do better. This is heinous. This is horrible. And we shouldn't be doing this to our own people, no matter what. All right? Holla at y'all in a minute. AllHipHop.com. You know what it is. I'm Debo, a.k.a. DeVell McAfee, a.k.a. Debo. I'll holla at y'all soon. 1.